Hey guys, welcome back to the Smash Brothers. And today we're going to be talking about the Monster Hunter Wilds roadmap. And I'm here with Shibs and JR. Say hello, guys.
What's up, guys?
Yeah. And guys, they did show quite a bit yesterday that's coming up for the next couple of months of Monster Hunter. What do you guys think of it? Let's start with Mizu and then we'll work our way down from there in the roadmap. Um,
Mhm.
let's start with Shibs. I want to hear Shibs' opinion, the newest to Monster Hunter. What did you think of seeing Mizu in the map?
Obviously, when we first heard about Mizu basically coming out, because obviously they showed us pretty much when the great game was released as well. We knew about him coming our way eventually on the first title update. I had my, I was skeptical. I was skeptical for better words because obviously Mizu in previous titles we've had her like we've flipping rise. We
Yeah,
had it
we had
from the start.
three,
We had it from
three, and three of
and
them
we
in
had
that
three
game.
versions.
Yeah.
Exactly. So obviously skeptical, but after watching the reveal, was it yesterday? Um, Surprised in a good way, obviously, because it feels like they've blended a few different aspects from the other Mizus into this Mizu. Do you know what I mean? Into this iteration of Mizu. Like, I think we saw the big bubble move that Violet Mizu
Yeah,
had
quite similar.
into this.
Yeah,
Yeah, quite like obviously it's not exactly the same, but like aspects and different things of the different versions of Mizu that we've seen put into this regular Mizu, which I'm glad because obviously we want a different kind of challenge, not the same Mizu that we've experienced before. Do you know what I mean?
yeah. So it's good they're
So
adding new moves.
exactly.
Yeah. And JR, just coming to you, JR. What did you think about Mizzy from what you saw?
Well, probably similar to Shibs. I didn't really deep new moves like you man clearly did. I just thought it was same old Mizu coming through. So he might have maybe one, two. It might be exactly the same move, just different animation, bruv. So, but to be fair, my opinion on the whole title update one is it's kind of negative anyway because in my mind I'm like this should have been on release and we should have had a completely different title one update.
Agree. Agree with you on that one as well. I think it's like it just feels like a lot of the monsters that we're gonna be I don't even know obviously how many title updates into it, but it feels like definitely with this first one, like this should have been from the start. We should have
I
had this
mean,
from the start.
yeah. I mean, I'm jumping the gun just a bit, but just harping on what you guys said. When you see Zoh Shia stuff, well, Zoh Shia, whatever we call her ships.
Yeah.
When I saw
Yeah,
that
Zoh
stuff,
Shia.
and it's literally, I mean, people speculate, oh, maybe there's some extra story stuff. Maybe it's coming later, some special stuff. That's why we can't fight him again. No, it's literally just because he just didn't do it because it
Yeah.
was late. That's literally it.
Quick
And
question, because I didn't see I haven't checked this myself, and I don't know if either of you have. So obviously with assignments and like the story mode quests that we can do, right? Yeah, obviously we can always go back and do them, right?
yeah,
Is
it's not
Zoshia's
there.
quest the same?
No.
It's not there,
You
is
can't.
it?
You can't. You can only fight once. Yeah, for every
And
save
that's it,
files.
isn't it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
obviously, so it was meant to be four again. People are even saying, oh, maybe she's not meant to be four again. It's just once. No, obviously she was because here she is.
Yeah.
So it just shows that yeah, this should have been in the game at the start and it wasn't,
Mm, mm, mm.
which brings it down for me. So most of the stuff here, I'm not sure how I rate it overall, but we're talking about Mizzy right now. So let me give my Mizzy opinion. I'm not too happy to be honest.
Okay,
Now
I'm not
Mizu,
surprised.
the new moves they look pretty interesting. That bubble move that you said from Violet, that's interesting.
Hmm.
He also had this move where he kind of jumps and whips his tail in a different way, which seems
Yeah, I saw that
a
as
bit
well.
more
Yeah,
aggressive, and the animations look good. Um,
100%.
music, I think is garbage, but I'll fully see in the game. I
Right.
think Rise's music is 100 times better than the Wild's music. And then
Okay.
apart from that, I don't like what they're doing with mixing in Soul Seer stuff into regular Mizu. Um, in law it can make sense, but I don't think in the game they're gonna make it make sense. I think every Mizu is just gonna be able to basically just turn Soul Seer, and I think it's
It's
strange.
that eye thing, isn't it, that she
Yeah,
does. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
it's
Because
like it's like an older Mizu who's wounded in the eye, the blind they can't see, and the eyes, and then they eat a bomb arowana or something, and then they can spit out fire bubbles and stuff. Which it was a cool mechanic. I love demons, my favorite thing. So see them just take that, implement that into this monster. It's like, I would like just Zoh Shia instead, but.
I mean, the thing is though, with Violet Mizu, we had that kind of fire bubble thing. I know it wasn't exactly fire because what was it? It was Hellblight, wasn't it?
No, that was fire.
You're talking about, was that fire? Okay, there you go.
You're talking about Apex Mizu, but Apex Mizu is literally a reskin of Zoh Shia Mizu. So it's a similar thing as they did in Rise, but instead they're just mixing all of it into one monster rather than spreading it across. Put it, monsters.
Yeah.
See what you're saying, yeah.
So I mean, I understand if some people would be disappointed still, but like for me, the thing is as well, Mizu. My first experience was only in Rise and Sunbreak, so what? Don't get me wrong, a little bit still disappointed that she was or he was like the sort of the first big. I say big, but like the main monster of this title update. But like it, she's still sort of like fresh for me in a sense, even though we had 2 other iterations of Mizu in Sunbreak. Do you know what I mean? And Rise and Sunbreak, but I would fully understand why some people wouldn't be happy with it at all.
Yeah, and I mean, I was kind of like level on Mizu. Like I wasn't happy. I wasn't sad. I was like weirded out. Like why Mizu?
Yeah.
I think a lot of people thought why Mizu.
I think everyone was still questioning why Mizu in that sense, though, regardless of whether it's your first experience or your second experience or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's still that question still does pop up.
Yeah, and I think the answer probably is popularity. On the Monster Hunter popularity poll, I think he's like 14. And coming to LAGIACRUS later on, LAGIACRUS is actually number 3. So they're literally just going through the list and bringing all the popular monsters back. Like,
except for one.
Except for which one?
Except for one, Gammoth.
The thing is, Gammoth is like 50th or 40th something. So it's popular, but it's not like top of the list.
But it is one that has been requested a lot, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, it has been requested a lot. So I think they're literally going off of the list rather than what they see online. They're just looking at the stats. Yeah. Like, this is what the stats say. Go by the stats.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense for a big business like Capcom, man. Stats rules everything.
Especially with this game being like obviously on all platforms as well. So it kind of makes sense.
No, that's it.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So I guess we have to see. For me, I have to see how Mizu fights in game fully to really see. But for me, yeah, man, the Zoh Shia thing, it removes Zoh Shia's armor as a thing, the weapons as a thing. We're not going to get that, obviously. And also, the music, I think, is garbage.
Unfortunately.
Anything else you guys have to say, Mizu? There's quite a lot here.
No.
Right.
That's it for me with Mizu.
Yeah. All right, cool. Next we go to Zoh Shia. I don't think we have much to say in the Grand Hub. We'll come to the Grand Hub in a bit. But Zoh Shia, what do you think about that, guys? Like, I guess we kind of alluded to that already. I think the weapons and armor look sick. Like,
so
dope. Show looks hard.
Yeah,
so dope. I love the Palico skin because how like when the Palico unsheathes his weapon and then it switches.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
That was sick.
But it doesn't do that with the actual hunter weapon armor. But even then, I still love it because I love the fact that the male armor is more of the devilish side, and then the female armor is the more angelic side. And then you can mix and match if you want. Do you know what I mean? Because we have that choice of doing that in this game. So it's gonna be so dope. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait for that. I was watching the video at work, literally when I was supposed to be working, right? Yeah, bro, I didn't give a shit, bruv, yeah. The way I reacted, oh man, all my colleagues were looking at me like, what the fuck is going on with this guy? Because I've got like multiple screens and I was just looking at it on my little laptop screen there so that no one can see what I'm actually doing on the big screen. Yeah. Oh, bruv, it was so gassed.
Damn, bro. Yeah, man, it was sick. I mean, come back to the armor thing just slightly. One thing that was cool, you talked about the devil and the heaven, or the evil in heaven, or whatever. But both of the armors actually have that. I don't know why. Light and dark.
Yeah.
But like,
No, they have
even if
traits,
the
yeah.
female has the light top, but she has a dark bottom, the male has
Yeah,
the dark
so-
top but the light bottom, and it
Yeah.
really resembles the monster very well in the fight as well. So I thought that was great. I
I
think
think
this is
that's
top
so
tier.
good. Top tier design. One of the best designed armors I've seen out of all 3 of the Monster Hunter games I've played so far.
Yeah, it was definitely good. But again, we should have already had that shit.
Yeah, we should
Oh
have.
no, 100% agree with you on that. 100% agree with you on that. And I
100%.
also
That
think,
shit.
I also think this armor is gonna become a meta staple in builds now as well. So
Yeah.
maybe, although I agree with what you just said there, Jay, about it. We should have had it. Do you know what I think? Also, that they might have, maybe, and this is just me playing. This is just me playing devil's
I'm not gonna
advocate.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
entertain that.
whatever you're gonna say from now, like, it's just gonna be Shabrizi.
Yeah, I'm not gonna entertain that.
What? You haven't even heard it.
I know what you're
But
gonna say.
Okay,
Bro.
go for it. Go for it.
Go.
Okay, no,
Let me let you land.
no. Leonard said, yeah, he knows what I'm gonna say. Go on, tell me what I'm gonna say.
You're saying that it because it's gonna be so OP, they wanted to hold it back so it wouldn't break the balance of the game when the game came out.
Nope, that's not what I was gonna say.
What are you gonna say?
I was gonna say is that part of what you said is sort of right. So
Mm.
where it's gonna be meta, right? Yeah, is to help us at least explore and use other armor sets,
That's
right?
basically what I said.
Not really, because you're saying about it breaking it. I'm not saying it about breaking it, because right now we still have something similar along those lines with Arkveld and Gore and Ebony Odogaron, because those 3 are the meta sets right now. Do you know what I mean? Right? But it's more so that people can experiment and do whatever they want, because obviously they can still use these meta sets, right? But I've noticed that a lot of people, especially with the people that I play with, yourself included as well in this, Leonard, because I know you don't just go and follow meta sets, but you do that anyway, regardless, right? But I know other people that I've played with that they've actually, like, let me use AJ as an example, right? You've played with him as well. He literally is a meta fiend. He will want to make the most strongest sort of weapons and armor sets, right? But he's actually been going around and trying other things, right? But if we just had Zoh Shia straight away from the start, 100% everyone's just going to go and do that regardless, because it looks sick and it would be broken, or not broken, but the meta set.
All right, coming back to that's basically what I said.
Exactly, bro. What the fuck?
Not really.
You
Not
just
really,
expanded on what this guy just said, bro. And to be fair, it all depends on what kind of hunter you are, bro. If you're a hunter that just, like you say, just do the meta sets, fair enough. But if you're someone like myself or Leo, you're gonna be out here hunting for all the armors anyways. So that's just an extra set of armor in that rarity, and that's it. But we should have had this from the get-go, because how many monsters did we have? This guy was already in the game. Like, this is just sloppy work, bruv. Sloppy work.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I'm just, like I said, I'm just playing devil's advocate. You man is trying to make it say like that. Oh, I'm saying,
if you're being a devil, man has to come and slay you, fam. It's that simple.
He has to counteract it. It. And I have a counteract as well. Like, if it's going to be broken, that's up to them. Look at back in Rise. Nawa's armor was not broken. It was not broken, and it was the end game monster in that game. It was not broken at all. No one used that as end game set. If they want this armor to be OP, then it's going to be OP, and that's up to them. They could, if they're worried about that, then just don't make it OP. Balance the game, and let's fight her in the game. Like,
so the thing is, Nawa and what's the other one? They weren't really, Ulma and Ibushi. So Nawa and Ibushi weren't the end game boss. It was Ulmava, and Ulmava's weapon armor set was included in meta sets.
But it's not the meta set. It is not.
No, but like, obviously, I don't even think Zoh Shia's all of it is gonna be the only thing that you're gonna wear as a meta set, because you're gonna mix and match. Meta sets are always mix and match. It's never been a case of you just wear all of the same armor. I think Fatalis might have been the only one, but even then, I think then you would still mix and put in other bits as well.
I'll give you that one, but I don't think many people were running Nawa's armor like that in that game. I didn't remember seeing any builds really running Allmother's armor like that.
Because Allmother had, bro, I'm sorry, but if I went back on my Switch right now, I could show you the sets because I've got them there.
But in high rank Allmother.
Okay, maybe, I don't know. I can't remember if it was in high rank or in master rank, but it was there. And I don't think Allmother was in high rank. It was only in master rank.
No, it was. That was the controversy. She came late. That was the problem.
Did you say Sunbreak?
No, I
Did you
said
just
that.
say?
Yeah, Master Rank Sunbreak.
Monster Rank is Sunbreak.
Yeah, but All Mother was in base Rise, remember?
I'm trying to remember if it was or not. I can't really remember, but
Well,
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word
guys
for
in the
that.
chat, if I'm wrong, or Shib's wrong, or Jay's wrong, let us know down below because one of us has to be wrong at this point because we're all saying different stuff.
Well,
basically.
I know I'm right about Master Rank being Sunbreak only. So.
Yeah. He's right about that. We can all agree on that. We can all agree on that.
Yeah,
But
we'll agree with that.
I think on that point, I think we all said
But
what we
I
had to
agree-
say about Zoh Shia.
But overall, yeah, I do agree with you. I do think Zoh Shia should have been from the start. Like, it should have been there regardless. Like, because when we've never had a game where the final boss is only been fought once and then that was it.
Yeah. Apparently happened in stories and stuff, but I don't take that into consideration of actual Monster Hunter base games.
Yeah,
like
it's not. Yeah, it's not. It's not a mainline series game.
No, it's not. So I don't take that. Just moving on. If you guys are good, let's go into the Grand Hub. So the Grand Hub looks nice. It does look nice. I like what I saw.
Can I sort of make a segue? Could I sort of make a segue because we just mentioned obviously mainline Monster Hunter games, right? Yeah. So I actually saw something about this with the hub as well, which is they took a lot from Frontier, which isn't a mainline Monster Hunter game, and they implemented a lot of the stuff from the hub in Frontier into this hub.
Okay, that's cool. I never knew that.
Oh, interesting.
Is there any
so like
particulars?
so like the girl singing, she was apparently in Frontier. Like, because I never played the game, I'm just basing this off of what I've heard as well. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so the girl singing is a massive thing that they had in the hub, which you could like literally go up to her and talk and stuff like that. Obviously, I don't know if we can do that in this game because we haven't got access to it yet.
Yeah.
But that was one of the big points from Frontier that they brought into this hub.
Not bad.
Okay.
When I saw that, I can't lie. On stream, I was like, "Bro, what's Zelda doing in this game?" Like,
yeah, for real.
Shit.
No, but I mean, it is what it is. Nothing crazy for me, but I'm sure people out there will like that. They'll find it interesting.
Yeah, most likely.
It's good that we have the Gathering Hub. Some people, I think it was Gaijin Hunter speculated, or someone speculated that it seems like they're gonna integrate a lot of the end game stuff into the Gathering Hub. So maybe that's why it wasn't in the base game. I don't know fully if I buy into that yet. I need to play it myself to see. But that's just something JR to think about as well when it comes to the Grand Hub at least.
What do you guys think of like the aesthetic of the hub?
I thought it looked nice. I thought there seemed like I like there's a mini game as well. That throwing the barrel thing. That looked pretty cool.
That looks so cool. Yo, you know we're gonna be playing that a lot. You know,
I'm not sure about a lot, but
because I think it's based off of a voucher or something like that, isn't it? So maybe not a lot.
It's nothing just that. Like I know it's one of those things I'm gonna throw it like the first couple of times, then after that I'm gonna forget about it. Like it's one of those.
Nah,
man. That shit.
Man. I know for a fact I'm gonna be playing that shit every time I log in, bro. Because I think you get a voucher every time you get with the login bonus.
Yeah.
So I know for a fact I'm gonna be doing that because you get rewards from it as well. Like you actually get rewards, like actual useful items and stuff like that. Yeah. Hopefully, anyway. But like I know that they're gonna give you.
They said
items.
about the pendants, bro. That's the only reward I remember hearing.
Okay, but
unless I didn't pay attention like that.
I don't know.
I know about the pendant bit, but I swear I saw other bits and pieces like as rewards. So I mean, then again, we just have to wait and see in that sense. And if it's useful items, then everyone's gonna want to do it at least on a daily basis. Do you know what I mean? Every time they log in, if they do play every day. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So something extra to do. I like those mini games. We don't get as many 100%. As we used to get in old games.
Like, and the arm wrestling is back as well. So you know.
Yeah, that's cool to see. As well.
Yeah, it's pretty jokes.
Yeah.
So again, this should have been day one, man. Can't even lie. Because that's in that Suja area, and we already have Suja area.
That's true.
So that should have been there. Should have been there.
True.
I'm just gonna keep saying that throughout the whole thing.
No,
should have been there.
I think you're right. Even though I did see people say that, by the end game, I fully need to see it in game to really see if I buy that. Just from the lens now, I think it should be in the game. Yeah.
What you mean, like in the sense that it should come at the end of the game?
Well, I guess
it's like the start of the end game. You mean?
Well, yeah. I think I wasn't even saying that, but I think what you're alluding to is right. If it was gonna be in the game, it should be at the end of the game. Similar to how think about Generations Ultimate, right? when you play that game, you got the G rank, you go to the other hub. You're not in
Yeah.
the same base hub. So yeah, no, you're right, Jay. You destroyed
Yeah,
it.
it should
I
have
get
been
what
there
you mean.
straight away because
Yeah.
Suja was also the last place we kind of got to because we got to the ruins. They're trying
The
to figure out the
Vibraria.
shits.
Yeah.
Then they
Yeah.
heard about, oh yeah, if you go meet this person, you go to Suja, then you would have been able to unlock this shit. Even if you had to do the quests from there first, and then
Yeah.
afterwards we got the hub. It should have been there, bro. It
No, I
should
agree with you
have
on that.
been there.
Oh,
Capcom
100%.
shit, man.
100%. 100%.
And that's what makes it hard for me to really like rate the type update overall because
Yeah.
out of the 4 things that we're getting on day 1, 3 of them should have been there. Arena Crest is the next thing.
Yeah.
That should have been there
Wait,
too.
wait. But I think also this hub, I think, is the biggest gathering hub. And
That
correct
doesn't
me if
matter.
I'm wrong here.
That doesn't matter to me.
I'm just saying in terms
No, but you
of
said
size
but. You
and-
said but though. So if you're saying but, you're saying it as a rebuttal to what I just said.
Oh no, I'm not saying that as a rebuttal. Maybe not using the word but. All right, sorry.
All right, go for it.
But all I'm saying is that I think, and you can correct me here if I'm wrong, because you played the most Monster Hunter games out of the 3 of us. I think this is the biggest hub we've had as well in terms of sheer size. Out of the other Monster Hunter games.
I haven't run around in it, so I don't know.
It looks big though. Come on, like it does look big from what we've seen.
All the biggest hunter
That's
hubs.
what she said.
Nah.
The biggest hunter hubs are from the games that you've all played. So World, Iceborne, and Rise. And I think Iceborne probably had the biggest, bigger than. Well, Rise's one was literally the actual map. It was a whole map in Sunbreak.
Yeah.
And in Rise, it was just it was that the little inside city area. Yeah. So I think Iceborne had the biggest so far. Wilds might have bigger. We have to wait and see when we get him.
I think it will do because of the 100-player lobbies, in it. That's why.
Well, you can only see 16 at the same time, but even if it is big, what does that matter to you? Like, what does that do?
No, I just think it looks nice, in it, in that sense. That in terms of the aesthetic and everything, it looks spacious and nice. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say, oh, because it's bigger, it's better. I'm just sort of pointing something out. That's all it is.
Oh, fair enough. Sorry, but since you pointed that, I thought you meant something.
Nah, I'm just sort of stating something. That's all it is, bro. Damn.
That's calm.
God damn, attacking me, bruv. Always on the attack with me, fam.
I'm asking you a question.
Ways, bruv.
This is all the leftovers from the pod, you know.
No, bro.
This guy. This
Nah.
guy. Bruv, man can come up and say hello to him, yeah?
Why you say hello, Phil?
Yeah, bruv, why you saying hello to me, fam?
Hey, you shouldn't be saying hello like that, man.
See what I'm saying? Bruv? Oh my god.
On the real one. If you bring up a point, and I'm wondering, okay, so what is this point? Because remember, at first you started with but it's bigger. Like,
yeah, I actually feel hot after that, you know.
What does that mean? Like, I was trying to figure out. That's what I was asking. Okay, what does big do in this sense? Apart from, I guess you can run around.
Yeah.
But yeah. But my bad. Sorry, guys. I'm jumping on ships. Pause. All right, Arena Quest. Yeah, so Arena Quest. You know, me and Arena Quest go way back to try when our boy T used to come to my house. We used to play on the 3U. The Wii playing Monster Hunter Try. And we used to play Event Quest at my house. It was great. We don't have multiplayer local Event Quest anymore. Now we have them online, which is cool. But this should have been in the game. I had this already.
Yeah, straight away.
But one thing that we did get new though with these arena quests, actually no, it's not really new, is it? Because I think we did have it before.
What's that? Challenges.
No, we did have it before. Where I swear we had arena quests where you can use your own weapons, right?
Yeah.
And your own builds
that was
as well.
challenges. You had that in Rise.
Yeah.
We've had challenges in GU as well. So challenges go way back in Rise. We had them in the base game. Even though they did drip feed us with those in that game, which was a problem. We did have them.
But we? Okay. What about the ranking system?
Yeah, you ranked. Remember, once you do them, you have a S rank, A rank.
No.
You mean like a global ranking thing?
The world ranking thing that they've given.
Global ranking, no. It was only you and you could see your friends.
Yeah, okay. So that's the only like new.
This is new.
Yeah.
New thing. I have a little bit of a worry with that in terms of people who are gonna try and obviously put up the fastest times. Is that the one big thing I think with Wilds is the whole cheating and stuff like that. So like I know there's a lot of, you can mod the game as much as you want on PC, right?
Basically.
Yeah. So like I think that's gonna be an issue unless Capcom instills some sort of cheating. I forget the actual terminology for it, but to stop people from cheating in terms of the times.
I don't think they're going to be able to stop people from cheating because people have been cheating for time in their games. I think
No,
they just have to
100%.
like I don't know. They probably just have to curate the time somehow. I don't know.
I mean,
Hopefully
obviously,
this-
it'll be very. I mean, obviously, it'll be very obvious. Like if someone's able to put like a 30-second hunt up, it's a bit obvious that they've cheated there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but some those ones are obvious, but some could be a bit less obvious. Like just maybe a bit faster damage, more damage, so you could just beat everyone else by a bit. So it's less.
Yeah, like maybe a
dubious.
second or two or something like that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know how they're gonna deal with it, but we'll see. But at the end of the day,
But yeah, I feel like it just kind of depends on where you're trying to rank, man. Like myself, like I already know globally, I'm not trying to be on the first page. Like the fuck. But if it's like within, you can obviously like within your squads, within your link party, like that'll probably be a lot better to try and compare yourself to.
Yeah.
You're gonna have speedrunners are gonna be at the top,
Always
regardless.
at the top. Always.
You know what I mean? So it is what it is straight away. But in terms of like your squad, link parties, and all that kind of stuff, I mean, yeah, it's easily accessible now, isn't it?
Oh my god, Leo.
All that chatting shit that you man have been talking about,
Yo,
charge blade, charge blade, you guys can do it now.
You know what we were trying to do, obviously, isn't it? We can actually do this now as well.
Leo keep
I'm gonna win.
Initiating those fights.
It's gonna be sick. And guys, watching this right now, if you want to watch and see me and Shibz challenge each other with charge blade, longsword, whatever weapon he wants, we'll see who's the better person. And make
100%. We have to try it with every weapon for sure.
Yeah.
Just for the sheer content. I don't even give a shit anymore now. Yeah, I just want it for the content now because I'm so.
Master doesn't give a shit anymore, you know.
No, I really
becoming a reality. That's why.
No. I'm still up for the challenge. And I still want to win. Of course, the desire to win is still there. Don't get it twisted. But honestly, when it comes to the outcome, I don't care anymore because the content is going to be amazing.
Right, good. Yeah, well, you're right. It's going to be amazing. So, guys, if you want to check that, make sure you subscribe to us. Like down below, comment down below what you're liking so far about this episode and what you think. And yeah, just support your boys and join us when we, stream because it's going to be quite fun trying these challenges.
All I'm saying is we could do a monthly challenge here, man, for each weapon.
Monthly is kind of long. I want to run through this, man. I want to dead you.
Because all right, pause. Because man said run through it like that, and he didn't even say pause, bruv, as well.
I mean, run through the quest. Like, not you. Calm down.
No, because the reason why I say a month is because then that way, we can give each other time to actually learn the weapon. Because you played this game way more than I have.
No, I've not. You played it more than me now. What are you saying?
Not this game specifically. I mean, Monster Hunter in general. So you have a better.
Are you telling me 2K Rise, 2K Worlds, 4K combined? Are you mad?
You probably played the game more than me now. And you played the weapons that I said more than I play. I don't play Charge Blade and Longsword. I don't play the weapons. I'm giving you the handicap. I'm giving you the handicap.
You've played all the other weapons more than I have. Out of all those hours, the only weapons that I've genuinely played Charge Blade, Longsword, Great Sword, a little bit of hammer, and this game, bow.
Bruv, why do you think I only said Charge Blade and Longsword? I didn't say any other weapon because I don't care. I want to beat you with your best weapons. I'm giving you a handicap. That's what I'm saying.
Man's trying to do that. Itoshi Rin to you, bruv. And he's trying to get you at your best and then destroy you. Bruv.
That's what I'm saying.
And I literally just said to you, we could do it for every weapon, and you agreed. You literally agreed with me when I said every weapon.
Yeah, fair enough. We can do every weapon, but Charge Blade Longsword is the one I want the most.
This guy is so into beef, bruv, yeah? He doesn't even listen to what he says. He doesn't even listen to what he says, bro.
You know what's funny, yeah? Like, you say in a month. You don't actually need a month, man. Like, fair enough. Leo might put a time up. It's your turn to beat that time. And then he has to beat that time eventually afterwards.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll just do it like that. It'll be rotating thing, guys, so stick around for that. But we've been going too long on this one. I'm sorry. Unless you have anything else to say, Shibz.
No, I'm good.
Okay. No more beefing, guys. No more beefing. All right, let's skip through some of these other ones. So the festival accordance.
Wait. Quickly as well. This guy's saying no more beefing when he's the one who always instigates it as well.
Yeah, I'm trying to make a promise. What do you want me to say? You want to beef again right now? I just said no more beef.
Promise to yourself, bruv, not to us.
I cross my fingers, by the way. All right, so festivals of accordance. This guy's
a waste, man.
I don't have much to say about that. It doesn't come. It comes on the 22nd of April, so we have to wait for a bit for that one to come. But when it comes, I mean, I didn't really engage too much in festivals in World. So JR, you didn't play World much. Festivals are basically seasonal events that will show up. Like they have the lunar event, they have a spring event, Christmas, whatever, and they have different
Halloween and stuff like that as well.
Yep, different event
Special
quests.
occasions and that.
Yep, event quests, different armors, different things you can collect in the game by doing different quests. So it's a neat thing to get people to come back into the games. I never engaged into it that much myself, but Shibs, I guess you really enjoyed that in World.
I mean, do you know what it is? Yeah, it is nice aesthetically because the Gathering Hub always used to look really nice. Seeing it with the themes obviously changing and everything, but this is something that happens in a lot of multiplayer mass online multiplayer games like this anyway. So I'm not surprised that this is back either.
Yes,
So
I guess it's good that it's back. Is one thing we can say. It's good that
100%,
we have it.
100%.
Yeah.
Because as you mentioned, it brings people back to playing the game for a certain period of time as well, which is nice.
Yeah. And it was something that go for it.
Only sad thing is I'm gonna be on holiday when that shit drops.
Yep.
So I have to do some catching up to do when I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
That's a part of the timed.
But the thing is, I don't know how long it. Does it say there?
Yeah, it says it's like 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. So I don't know if you're away for the whole 2 weeks or not, but
Nah, I'll be back for like the tail end of it.
I mean, that's enough time because it's like the rewards and stuff you can get. You can easily do it in the space of like maybe 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah, you never know, man.
Yeah.
But
I guess that's the issue with timed stuff. And maybe we're going to get into the next one because Arc Tempered Rey Dau is also a timed event quest, which I'm not happy about it being timed.
Oh shit! It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's timed.
That makes no sense to me, man. See, I didn't notice that until you just mentioned it now.
Yeah, I'm actually deep in it now as well. So what? This should have been like the best point to just introduce Arc Tempered monsters.
Because
the fact that it was just Rey Dau was like,
because the thing is unless they put so. This is just me theorizing now, but let me first say this bit because Jay hasn't obviously witnessed Arc Tempered monsters before. So in World, Arc Tempered was a thing, but it was only for Elder Dragons, right?
Okay.
So obviously we don't have Elder Dragons here, so it makes sense that they're doing it for the Apexes, right? Because they're meant to be top of the food chain, all of that shit, right? Now, here's my theory, which is what if obviously now we're seeing this time frame for Arc Tempered Rey Dau, and then hopefully at the back end of title update 2 they'll obviously introduce another Arc Tempered, and I'm hoping that they do this year where eventually they'll just put it into rotation where like they put each of the Arc Tempereds when they've revealed all 4 of them, or potentially even with Gore and Arkveld as well included in that, and then they put them into a rotation so that we still get to fight them, but it's just more as they've done it here in a time slot, but it's not like that when they're only there for that time slot and then that's it. Do you get what I mean?
They rotate, they come back and go. I do get what you're saying. They
might have to do something like that, but because you're able to make their weapons, so I don't see the point in bringing the monster for what, less than a month, and then that's it. You can't make the weapons if you never fought them before.
Yeah,
or the armors.
Yeah,
and then you miss out. Yeah, which is it is a bit crazy to me.
Because it's crazy.
Because the thing is, if let's say for example, like both of you, I know, and to me to a certain extent as well, is obviously that you want to make everything and you want to hoard everything. That's the whole point of the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
right.
for real.
And then only having a certain amount of time to do that. Not everyone is going to be able to play for every single day of that time slot, which is about a month. Not everyone's going to be able to play for every single day of that month. Do you know what I'm saying? That month period, I should say.
Yeah.
So, and some people might only be able to play for maybe, let's say, a quarter or a third of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Of that time slot, that time period they've given us, and that's not probably going to be enough time at all to be able to create everything.
Yeah. So it will come back, but it's a shame that they're doing it in this fashion. And I get it's that MMO kind of thing, right? They want people to come like a festival, an event, and then go and then come. Keep them coming back, but like, why don't you just, if you're gonna make it a rotation like Shib's was suggestion, why don't you just add Rey Dau, keep him in the game, and then whenever you add a new one, you add a new one. They'll come back for the new one. Like, why do you need to bring it out and then bring it back later? Because then after Rey Dau goes, and then it's like, well, yeah, we can't fight Tempered Rey Dau anymore. It's like, it's just gone. That's just content that's gone for a couple months. Like, but why? Let's keep it in there.
No, I agree. I agree with you so much on that, and it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I think what I suggested in the sense of, and this is not me trying to brag about my own idea and blah 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 blah, but I do think the whole point of the rotation thing would be cool because when you deep it in the game as well, like the monsters rotate in and out of the map, right? So it would be kind of cool where we get this super strong Rey Dau or this super strong Ufduna or this super strong Nuudra appear periodically. Right?
But that would make sense if they integrated it into the mechanics of the game, but that's not how it's going to be done. It's just us saying that it makes sense because they're doing it, but it's not going to be done. It's not like you're in a game and then when a Rey Dau appears, or maybe it's an Apex one. It's more like, okay, it's that 2 weeks time now or 3 weeks time now. Rey Dau is going to appear for a bit and then he's going to be gone for a couple months. And all the other maps aren't going to have anything going on either. Like, it's just going to be like that.
That's true. That's true, yeah.
So if they had it as a mechanic where, yes, once in a while, a higher monster comes into the maps and you fight a rare monster, but it's not time gated by an event quest every 3 weeks, then that would have been great. That would have been sick.
Yeah.
I'll be like, yeah, this is good, but that's not how it's going to be done, unfortunately.
No, unfortunately.
I mean, obviously, we don't know that yet because to a certain, I mean, we know that obviously
it's going to be a quest.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not integrated into the system like that. It's not.
Well, I mean, Zoh Shia is not just going to be a quest. It's going to be like Jin the Hard, where it can just randomly pop up. So you never know. They might. I know it's only for a time period, but then if we do the whole again, look, this is just all of us. This is just all theorizing here at this point. We don't know what they're gonna do yet. They haven't really revealed anything else yet, apart from the fact that we know that Tempered Rey Dau is gonna be there from this date to this date.
Yeah, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
This was something they did with World as well, just to give you information. They took it out of World. In Rise, we didn't have that. We had all the event quests we wanted whenever. And they've gone back to that model. And I'm not a fan of it. Some people do like it. Some people don't like it. That's the state of the.
I'm not a huge fan of it either. Like, even though I played both games, like
I ain't a fan and I even played it.
Yeah, and having access to the event quests always was great because you even see the event quests that they're putting up now. It's just so shitty, bro. Because we got the event quests to the two original ones, and then I was like, I only did one of those event quests, and I went back to go and do it, and then I see, oh shit, it's not there anymore. It's the new ones only.
Yeah. I was busy last week. I started a new job. I didn't get to do the ones last week. I didn't even touch them.
Yeah, exactly. Which is shit. It really is shit.
Yeah. Well, let's move over Rey Dau if you guys are good.
Yeah.
We can go into.
I'm just hoping it's going to be stupidly strong to give us a challenge as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good point. Yeah. Because I mean, we all like Rey Dau. I think JR. I think one of our guys was saying your sound effect on Rey Dau was spot on the podcast the other week.
Come on, bro. Rey Dau's sick.
Yeah. So we all like Rey Dau, guys. Like, we all like Rey Dau. He's an amazing monster. So I want this fight to be great. I'm gonna hunt him, and they made new armor for him, Gamma armor. So that's gonna be busted. We all know that.
So, I wonder if I was gonna say I wonder if we're gonna get weapons for it as well, but I doubt it.
Good point.
Because we never got weapons for arc tempered monsters in World. It was just the armor.
They could. I guess they could. I mean, it's interesting. They could do it just because in this game you get different skills with the weapons as well. So they could
that's what I was
skills.
True.
That's why I was posing the question, because the skill system is completely different and brings a different dynamic to it all. So I do wonder what they would do.
Yeah.
I do wonder.
Yeah, so we can see on that one. Moving on to end of May, we'll just get through these next ones pretty quick. End of May, there's not much to know. There's a Capcom collab. Is there any collab you guys are thinking you'd like to see?
Yeah, I just want to see one because of Charge Blade. Is Dante's so like Devil May Cry collab, because in World there was a Charge Blade that was so dope where it was just Dante's sword. The shield was invisible, so it just looked like you were carrying a sword around, right?
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
Yeah, it looks so sick, Jay. I know you didn't play the game, but if you saw it, bruv, it would want to make you play Charge Blade even more. It was so dope, bro.
It was sick.
So dope. It was sick as fuck.
It was lightning,
So
right?
yeah. Like the effects were all lightning
Okay.
and everything. It was all like a lightning effect. I mean, I think the weapon itself was lightning, but obviously we don't have this in this game yet. But the layered armor meant that you could apply that to any of the charge blades. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it looked fucking amazing. It looked
Say
so good. It looks
less.
so good. So good.
Okay. Okay.
So that's my only thing. I hope that if it was a collab, I would hope it would be that, even though they've already done it.
Yeah.
So I highly doubt it will be that, but it would be amazing.
It
if
could be
was.
something from that universe, but probably not that one.
Nah, yeah, that's my thing though,
Right.
because I just don't see it being that, even if it was another Devil May Cry collab. Do you know what I mean?
I think it could be
Yeah.
like I don't. There's not too many Capcom games I'm thinking about, but one for us, JR Dragon's Dogma, something from that. It could be cool.
Dragon's Dogma.
But I don't know what they would do. Like bring a dragon as like an event quest dragon.
Oh, that would be sick. I can't lie.
Potentially.
That would be sick. That would
Come
be
the
sick.
Arisen.
Yeah.
I mean they have bought
What else?
so
Capcom?
in Wilds, obviously, with I know it's not a Capcom game, but Final
Behemoth.
Fantasy we had Behemoth, and then The Witcher we had the Leshen as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So like they can bring another monster from an actual Capcom game, so that would even be a problem.
They can. It'll be interesting though because in that game they were both classified as The Lesson was classified as a relic. Behemoth was classified as an elder dragon. So I'd wonder what they would give that
Yeah.
type of monster in this game. Maybe they'll just call it a flying
Oh
raven,
yeah.
a flying raven or something.
Mm.
But,
Oh, yeah, in that sense.
Or-
Yeah.
Or they could even call it something like an apex from a far off land.
yep, they could, but it still needs a
Yeah, but they won't.
classification. It still needs a classification.
Oh,
all the
yeah,
apexes
that's
have.
true. Oh
have
yeah,
one.
that's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
But it should be interesting. So we're in see. So we got other additional features, and I want to talk about this one thing. I don't know where this kind of fits in on this board, but it's a small thing. But I don't know if you guys remember back in Rise. No, in this game now they're adding in weapon poses. You can pose with your weapon. They're adding in more weapon poses,
Yeah.
but it's DLC. You have to pay for it.
Ah man.
No surprise.
In Rise, it
It's-
was free.
It was there. It was there. That's
It
what I
was
was just about to
free.
say to you. That was what
No
I'd see.
surprise.
Can I be honest with you? When obviously at the start of the video we were gonna be mentioning other features, right? Yeah. Literally in my head, yeah, the first thing that popped into my head was I don't even give a shit. Like I
Bro.
genuinely don't give a shit because all of the stuff that they're giving us as additional features, I know there's a few freebies they're throwing in there, right? Yeah, but all of that stuff was included in previous games. Do you know what I
Uh-huh.
mean?
Yeah.
And I hate the fact that Capcom are going down that route of having to pay for certain aesthetics, even though it is only aesthetics and it doesn't really change the mechanics of the game, right? In previous titles, it was there, and now they're just looking to profit off of
Grab the money.
exactly.
Give me your money. But you know what's
It's
funny,
that-
yeah?
Go on.
Like, Leo, I didn't even realize, bro. Like, my dumbass fam. Dragon's Dogma Capcom, yeah? Alright. I remember when this game dropped, everyone was hating on the fact there were still microtransactions, especially like the cosmetics, to change like how your character looks and everything. You have to pay for that shit. But to make things worse, Dragon's Dogma is a solo game.
Yep.
Paying for getting microtransactions in a solo game, bruv.
Wow.
So seeing that now that I'm linking the two, because I didn't link it, knowing that now that Capcom is also Dragon's Dogma's baby, everything starts to make sense. They're really about the money, fam.
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna use any option to milk your fucking bank account.
But can I be real with you? As anyone that's playing this game on PC, like I would think you have no brain cells if you decide to buy any of these additional like features, like just for aesthetics, because you can literally mod the game to make it look like anything you want. Do you get what I'm saying?
That is a possibility.
Like
Yeah,
no,
to your
it's
point.
brother, it's not even a possibility. I've seen a few different like speed runs and stuff like that, right? Yeah, where people look like I'm seeing weapons here where I'm like, where the fuck they get that from? And then I realized they're playing on PC, so they've just modded the
Modded
skin in.
the thing, yeah.
Yeah, and it looks so sick. Like I watched this. I can't remember the name of the person if I'm completely honest with you, but it was this morning, I think, right, where it was a sword and shield against Arkveld, Tempered Arkveld, I think it was, yeah. Bro, the sword they were using looks so dope, bruv. And again, it was that same kind of thing like Dante's sword, where the shield was invisible and it was just the sword, and it just looked like they were wielding the sword on its own, innit? And it looked so sick. And I was like, this is why I wish I had a PC. Just for that reason, because I can't do that on a PlayStation. I can't do it. I mean, I could, but it would be just too long of a process.
No, I feel you.
Similar to what they did in Rise near towards the end of the game, Capcom's gonna add some really nice skins. See, you guys.
Well, not for you guys, just for me, because Jay's got a PC now as well.
Yeah, so yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, so but I mean, it is what it is. It's a sad turn of events, and it's going more and more as the games go by. It's sad.
As long as right, yeah, they don't do a thing where, I mean, don't get me wrong, yeah, cosmetics are like that. Obviously, the whole point of it is to look nice, yeah. But as long as they don't make microtransactions where it affects the actual gameplay in any way, so like microtransactions to be able to get materials to create this specific weapon or something like that, right? Yeah. As long as they don't do anything like that, I don't really care. I really don't care.
7th gen.
Maybe it's maybe because right now I think they're in the amber line right now. They're on the amber line. They're not on the red line yet, but they're in the amber, and they're getting closer and closer. Yeah,
they're heading in that, and that's the thing I'm worried about. That's why I'm saying that I'm worried about it, because of the fact that it would just affect the game, and I don't think a lot of people will enjoy it and like that at all.
Yeah, the thing is, like for me, this one kind of annoyed me as well, because when I was trying to make thumbnails, and I don't know, guys, if you watch my thumbnails, you notice that a lot of my Lance thumbnails are all the same pose because you only get one pose. And I was like, where are all the other poses? Like there was none. And I was like, oh, there's just no poses in this game. Fine. And then coming up to here, I see, wow, they're sending me the poses. And I'm like, fuck, in Rise, I had all the poses. So
for free.
Because the thing, can I say another quick thing, right? Yeah. So at work, right? And this is all related back to these microtransactions, I promise. So at work, right, yeah. Now I've got a few people that actually play this game, right? One of them only, yeah, like, and it's their first time playing Monster Hunter, right?
6 Jedi's.
Yeah, and one of the big sort of things that I use to sort of convince them to play as well is that, bro, you buy this game, yeah, you're gonna get so many updates and like technically mini DLCs, right, where you don't even have to pay for them. Like they just do it for free. So if they now then make microtransactions where it will affect the gameplay, bruv, that big appeal, that big sort of point I used to make,
I see what you're saying.
It's just gonna go like that. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah.
So
and it's gonna be like any other game. Like obviously not to this extent, but it's gonna be like EA with FIFA and all of their other games.
For now, we'll pay attention to see, because I don't think we're saying that they're gonna do it right now in this game or in the next game.
Hopefully not. Yeah.
Who knows where things are gonna go, because they are slowly reaching more into it.
Yeah, and obviously if you use trends and so forth, it's heading in that direction, and it's just not looking good if they do that. I just don't think it's a good look for them at all.
No, but we will revisit this. If this happens, we will revisit it 100%.
100%.
Yeah, for real.
But let's get into the final thing. Additional monster for title update 2 summer. LAGIACRUS. Now,
LAGIACRUS.
Let's just get straight into LAGIACRUS, and then we can talk about something else I want to talk about after. But LAGIACRUS. Let's start with Shibz, because Shibz, this is his first time fighting LAGIACRUS in a couple months.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I've never, bro. He's not been in World, even though they, in World. Quickly, just to give you some context, Jay. In World, they were meant to have him in the game, but they didn't put him in there because there was a lot of problems with the actual skeleton of the monster, and it used to clip and like just not fit into the actual world. Do you know what I mean? Right. So there was a video that was put out where this was before the game was released, where they were showing Laggy off, and it was gonna he was basically fighting an Anjanath, but the way it would clip and everything into like all of the textures of the map and everything, it just didn't look right. It just wasn't working for him, and they even came out and said it afterwards why they couldn't put Laggy into the game, right? So
Yeah.
I never got to face it until, well, I will obviously when they release it in the summer.
Oh
And
yes.
and to answer your question, Leonard, I am very looking forward to it because he looks dope, bro. Like he, from what we saw anyway.
You saw
I mean,
nothing.
obviously, no. From what we saw in terms of the claw and
I was
everything,
about
it
to
looks
say.
really amazing, right? Yeah, it looks.
That's it.
I mean, obviously, I know what Laggy looks like because I've seen videos of him from previous games, and then having him rendered into this sixth gen um game, it's gonna look amazing. It's gonna look amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna look sick.
I've seen some of the armor that obviously you were able to get in previous games. It's like a sea knight, if you want to put it in that words kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? And it looks really good. Like just cool, man. You got, and I love from the armor sets that I've seen, like the whole blue with the orange colorway looks sick. He's a electric element monster, correct?
Yeah, he uses lightning. In
Yeah.
the older
Yeah.
games, he also used water on. I don't
Well,
think
yeah,
he'll be
yeah.
using
I
water
I
this game.
assume that he
I don't
would
think
be
we're getting
water,
that, unfortunately.
but then again, you never know because with Uthuna, obviously, with the fights that you have, right? You know how she does a big splash move and things like that. So you never know. Like they
Yeah,
might incorporate some sort of underwater mechanic in some way into the
yeah.
game, into the hunt.
It
Do you know what I
wasn't
mean?
it wasn't
I mean,
much of splashing. He had like he would just like switch his like wave his tail and his tail that make water pressure. But maybe he could
yeah,
do that
something like that.
on land. But we have to wait and see on that
or,
one.
Slightly, yeah, they're
or, or
gonna take
maybe
advantage of that.
or maybe it might just be like an exclusive move when the inclemency is happening and there's a massive downpour because there's a lot more water around in the area. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So
so far we haven't seen the clemency really affect any monster like that. It doesn't change movesets. I don't
no.
know that happened.
True. That's very true. That's very true. That is very true. But as I'm just again like I'm just really looking forward to fighting this monster because it'll be very cool. And then again, it might even be a thing where because the monster's quite big, no?
Yeah, it's pretty long.
Yeah, he's pretty long, right? Yeah, so we might even get like and obviously we don't know this, but an exclusive area within the forest, within the forest, where like you know, like with Jindahad in the Ice Shard Cliffs, we're actually only in an exclusive area for his hunt.
Oh, I don't
So
think we're gonna get that. No, I'm not gonna get that. He's
you never
big, but he's
know.
not that big.
Yeah, I was
True.
about to
That's
say
true.
where
That's
that
true.
last place where you see of doing, I can just imagine him
Him
just
being
going
there.
to that same area. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
yeah.
But
Jay,
again, come on, man. You got the crocodile leviathan there, bro. It looks sick.
yeah, Jr.
Come on.
What do you think, man?
Yeah, man. I was like, oh shit, my man is coming. My man is coming. I didn't actually realize that he wasn't in world. I thought he was in world for some strange reason. So,
Yeah, they
Well,
did
he
it's
it.
been
was
a
supposed to be,
long
like I
time
said,
coming.
isn't it?
They did
Yeah,
it.
Like I
yeah, yeah.
said,
Well,
he
supposed
was.
to be, but he isn't. So that's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to say. Like he hasn't been a rap about since GU. So nice to see my guy again. Because I remember before I told Leo about I'm on GU. I was fighting this guy bare trying to get his armor and shit.
Okay.
This is before I realized that the low rank didn't really continue over into high rank. So I was making bare of his stuff in low rank.
Fair.
So yeah, it'd be good to do that shit again.
Yeah, but this time in high rank.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
No, yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's. I actually don't know what to think. I actually didn't know what to think. Myself, because I mean, the guy is my third favorite monster. I love the guy. He used to be my first. But I
Yeah, man,
was,
first love.
yeah, man. I was saying that I only wanted him in underwater, but if he did come, I would accept it. So I am accepting it. I'm not salty or anything like that. He's here. Fine. For me, I just have to see how he fights. Like the only reason I didn't want him on land because I wanted him. If he's gonna be on land, the fight needs to be good, and the GU fight wasn't as good as him underwater. That's my only problem with them bringing him back. So if they make the fight sick, that's when I can have an opinion. Right now, I don't have a full opinion. I can't
Makes
tell.
sense.
They fixed my issue. Yeah, I guess we'll see because his armor's great. That's just the
You
same.
talking about that, fam? What game did we have underwater combat?
Monster Hunter Try and Free You. It's been a while.
Try and free you. So, because it's been a long, do you think the underwater concept, Capcom is just like, nah, this ain't it?
To be honest,
We've went through 4th gen, 5th gen, now we're on the 6th, and they still haven't really tried to implement anything in that sense for us.
yeah, I think I actually really thought 6th gen would have been the gen for it to come back, to be honest. But right now I'm thinking, yeah, it might be a wrap. If they're being in laggy like this and no underwater, maybe it's a wrap. But I would love it back, honestly, because I think it just adds so many different types of creatures. Laggy wouldn't have been a concept if we didn't have underwater. So it's unfortunate, but like I know some people say that underwater, like I know it was it didn't work that well in the game. To be honest, it didn't work that well. But this was already about what, 14 years ago. And if you think of Monster Hunter 14 years ago to now, with all the stuff we can do, like people saying it doesn't work, it doesn't make sense, because if you look at old gen and then you look at World and Rise and this game now, with the things you can do in comparison,
no, it's true.
the technology can do stuff. It's just we have to see if Capcom are willing to.
You know, the only like devil advocate thing to say about that is obviously Rise World, they've just been expanding on overground mechanics, so that's pretty much where they've been crafting their shit with.
Yeah.
Whereas the underwater, if it's just been in that 3rd gen and it hasn't been working well since then, and they've dropped it, then it kind of makes sense them not continuing that, because they probably thought, nah, this is it.
Yeah.
This ain't it.
So what I meant overall is we saw the differences from one game to the other. Monster Hunter 4, the generation, to World is drastically different in how the game plays. So if they wanted to put effort to improve what they had in the technology changes that they've had, I mean, yeah, they're gonna have to put in time to do that. Like they could do a lot if they wanted to.
In that sense, maybe what you're saying could be right then, fam, because, you know, we were talking about this on a stream where we've got the main line and then we've got the next one. What's the portable? Is that what you refer to? Maybe they could experiment with it there. So maybe not all hope is lost. I mean, if we don't get anything water-based then I'll be like, forget it, man. Just bury it deep, 6 feet, 7, just to make sure you don't see that shit again.
Bury it in the water, man, deep underground and in the sea, in the treasure chest. Yeah, man. But I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So I mean, Shibz is happy. You seem to be happy. I'm waiting to see how I feel about LAGIACRUS, but I'm happy that people are happy. I mean, LAGIACRUS is a big monster, very popular.
Yeah.
So
I think everyone sort of had a massive sigh of relief when they saw that, because everyone's been crying for Laggy. Everyone's been crying for Laggy.
Yeah,
they have. So Capcom finally did it, man. They finally did it.
Facts.
Crazy. I didn't think it would be done. I don't think it'd be done.
I mean, going back to the popularity list, I think he was like 3rd or 9th or something along. I know he was. I think he was like, yeah. There you go.
It's crazy when you think about him being 3rd when like most of the fan base haven't even fought this guy.
That's crazy, bro.
Like if you think about the rest, like Zenoga's 1, Neogante's 2, 100% makes sense because Zenoga's been in every game. Neogante was in World, the most popular game at the time. So, but LAGIACRUS hasn't been about since generations.
It's definitely the older gen hunters that have definitely put him up there for that reason.
Yeah, but even then, that's crazy to vision that like that.
Yeah.
No, but then it kind of just shows how popular Monster Hunter is for the older generation as well. Like obviously, and World just expanded on the community even more because it was the first game to sort of blow up on the Western society and everything. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
And to be fair, Leo, you did say something like people that probably were done with World. They're like, I need more Monster Hunter. What's next? GU? I've seen Laggy and GU, fam. Started matching it there.
That's true. That's very true.
Laggy's sick, so can't blame them.
You
know. Now there's one more thing. We don't know when this is coming out. This is summer. Now, the roadmap's interesting. The last thing I just wanted to mention, because April we got Mizu, and then we have the festival. We have Rey Dau for a couple of weeks. According to the roadmap now, May there's nothing. Summer they say it could be June, but summer is June, July, August. It could be any of those 3 months.
And you can't say May we have nothing because, bro, Rey Dau is there till pretty much the end of May, May 21st.
Okay, fair enough. We still have radar for a bit. But in a sense, I'm thinking like overall from this roadmap, definitely coming back to the start. Only one of those things is what is new in Mizu, or kind of new in Mizu. The rest of the three things are things that we said we already expected to be. So
Yeah,
it really brings me down when I look at the roadmap. I'm like, damn, like
Yeah, we're just going back over. We're literally just going back over what we said at the start of the video.
I know.
so ultimately, title update 2 is the real title update 1.
Yeah.
That's the real way to look at it.
Yeah, for me
Yeah.
at least, that is it. That is it. That was some of the feelings.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's mainly because of the fact that the game was pushed forward in terms of rushing it to bring out. So we should have really had title update 1 included. Overall, if we summarize this whole video up, title update 1 should have been included in the base game, and title update 2 should have been title update 1.
Yeah.
That's all it should have been. And I think that's what the majority of the community would be thinking as well.
For real.
You would hope, but not everyone.
No, I'm saying
Unfortunately.
that's why I said majority.
Yeah, you're right.
Bro, this guy always wants to argue with me, bro.
beef.
That wasn't trying to argue. I was just saying. You're right, man. All right, cool. Well, that's it for me. Unless you guys have anything else to say.
Nah, I'm good, man.
One last thing. What? We get to change Alma's clothes? Don't know. That was it.
I really couldn't give two
Oh,
fucks.
yeah,
Even though
And her glasses special?
Oh,
man.
bro, that was
Slit.
for me. I was
Slit.
like, why can't I just leave this girl at home? Why is she always following me about still? I was like,
I mean,
That's the feature they should have added.
you know what's crazy? When you deep it, I kind of have to agree with you on that one, Leonard. You know why? Because at the end, when we fight Zoh Shia, right? Yeah, obviously, our character even says it. By order of the guild, I put blah 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 blah. I forget the line in it, but
Yeah.
you are the one who
Or authorizes the hunt.
authorize. Yeah. So if you're allowed to authorize the hunt there, then why can't you do the rest of them?
bro.
Nah, it's so true.
I mean,
Because and Zoh Shia is the biggest flipping threat at that point as well. So these little monsters relative to Zoh Shia, right? You should have the authority to put those hunts out as well. Then why do you need Alma there for that?
Facts.
good point. It's a good point.
But anyway, I think that's another whole thing that we're going to be going on about, and we've gone on long enough anyway.
Yeah, and I could talk about it forever. I need a girl to stay home, man. She just chats too much. Hopefully, there's a feature, but we don't know yet. They haven't said anything.
I mean, but she's still better than the handler from Wild.
I actually don't know about that anymore. I actually don't know.
Nah, I'm sorry. Nah. The handler from Wild is
listen, yeah. I'm gonna just quick one. At least the handler in Wild is annoying throughout the story, 100%. But then after that, she didn't say a thing, not a thing. This girl, for the rest of the 1,000 hours you play this game, she's gonna be chatting in your mouth, chatting in your ear. So why did I say mouth for? Chatting all the time.
She probably will chat in your mouth, talking about, did you know you can carve shit from monsters that are severed?
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, you said that when I first pulled up, right? We're about 1 millionth hunt.
Listen, we're diverting now. We really are.
God damn.
Yeah, but
we've gone on long enough.
Too long. All right, guys, this is it. Thanks. Let us know what you think about this video. Leave a like if you like what I'm saying. Comment down below if you want to see more, and also what you like to see in this podcast. What you liked about it. What you liked about the title update. If you want to see me and Shibz do our arena battles, challenge battles, what we got. Maybe we can get JI as well. The insect glaive and the gun lancer over here.
I think we're also gonna slowly start creating a squad as well. So if anyone wants to join, let us know. It'll be amazing to have our community play alongside us as well.
Yeah.
Come on.
Shibz, you wanna create a squad for us? Smash Brothers squad leader.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, 100%. I appreciate for nominating me, and I will get one up.
Can we call it the Surprises? I'm joking.
This guy, what I'm saying, bro, he can't help himself. Always starting
I thought that was funny.
Shit.
Anyway, guys, normally Leo would do the outro, but I'm gonna do it. It was an absolute pleasure. Like, subscribe, come watch all of our content, streams, play with Jay. We got Nova as well. He's always streaming on his channel, Nova Bushido. Go check that out. All of our moments, episode reviews, we got all of that. Peace.
See you guys.
Peace.